All right. We are back yet again, right here in your favorite place to be, Cliff Tone's Corner. I'm your host, your main man here, Cliff Tone, and I'm going to do things a little bit differently yet again. Just a few minutes away here from episode 3 of Survivor Winners at War. I'm going to get into that. I'm going to jump back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and I'll hopefully be able to give you guys some ultimate content. Now, without further ado, here is a message from our sponsor. And we are back, and I am coming right at you immediately after tonight's episode of Survivor 40, Winners at War. Tonight's episode was pretty good. It is keeping up with this momentum. It wasn't as fast-paced as the first episode. It did kind of take its time for what a Survivor winner season taking its time looks like. I'm not sure. Yes, I really enjoyed this episode, and I guess we're just going to dig into it. So here we go. The episode starts off with Natalie and Amber on the edge, and from Amber's confessional, she is still in like full-on game mode. She's ready to go. And speaking of game mode, back over in the game, Rob is receiving Amber's fire token, and he knows. I mean, part of him wants to be hopeful and say, yeah, maybe it was Sandra, but that's not your friend, homeboy. Please remember that. I really love from going from Amber's confessional over to Rob's. I really love the way that Rob and Amber know each other and being together for these past 16 years. I'm pretty sure they've had a lot of time to get to know each other. I just love the way that comes across in the game. I'm really hoping that Amber can somehow work her way back in. Or even not, if she doesn't get back in, I hope she is able to do what she can to help Rob from the edge of extinction. And the edge of extinction, in order to provide help to other players, you do need to follow clues and hints and things of that nature, and that's something that Amber has never had to do. She played 20 years ago and 16 years ago, and in those seasons that she played, there were no advantages, there were no idols, so it's a brand new experience for her, and I'm really interested to see how she does on the edge of extinction. I really feel like this will be an amazing journey for Amber if she does not manage to make it back into the game. Yeah, so I'm ready to receive what Amber is wanting to give. Back over on Saturday Beach, Denise is idol hunting. Ben manages to see her with the idol, or see her find the idol. She wants to work with Ben and all this other stuff. I just want Ben to be voted out, honestly, at this point. I would have much rather he go than Natalie in that first vote. But, we can't all have our way, and that's okay. Denise is wanting to give the idol to... It's an idol that you have to split. She's wanting to give one half to Parvati for some reason, when she's wanting to work with Adam. So why wouldn't you just give it to Adam right off the bat? I don't know what she's thinking or what's going on in her head. I don't know if she's thinking she can't trust Adam. You never know. I don't think she gave a confessional on it either. So she might have. A lot was going on. I need to stop drinking during these episodes. I might retain some more information. I'm wondering at this point in the episode, should I have drafted Yule? Because Yule is, from the premiere episodes, seems to be adapting to this game very quickly. And then here in this episode, we have him making tools to pull down coconut and other stuff. So that's pretty cool. Yule is becoming a Mr. Survivor low-key. He's getting readjusted to being out there and to being in this game, and we love to see it. The term came up I know it came up once for sure. I don't know if it came up 2 or 3 times or not. But idol hunting, like, players are actually like openly talking about idol hunting. They're using the phrase idol hunting, and it's cool to me as a fan, because it's like, oh, you're you guys are on to the lingo. I mean, it's like in game lingo now, but for me, I feel like it's something that started out of the game. I don't know if it did or didn't. I feel like it did. I don't know. I'm not like some Survivor expert or anything. I'm just a Survivor talker. Um, but moving right along, Kim manages to find an idol, and like immediately right after she and like Kim is just going through the jungle like looking for this idol. She's not looking hard or anything, but immediately after she finds it, Tony and Nick are like right there. They're not like right there on her, but they're clearly coming up and coming up fast. Kim has on no pants. I'm not really sure what she did with the idol because it was kind of big. I'm not sure how they did not notice. More than likely, Tony and Nick did know that she was searching for an idol. I mean, how could you not think she was searching for an idol? She's the only person out here looking around for nothing, but for everything at the same time. And it's like you have to know what she's doing. So, Kim, for some reason now, this is an idol that you have to split with someone. Kim, for some reason, wants to split the idol with Sophie, and I don't quite get it. It's just like earlier on with the whole Denise wanting to give half her idol to Pavarti. It's like, why when you're paired up with Adam? So it's like, Kim, why don't you just give it to Tyson? You're in the Poker Alliance. It's like, come on, just hand it on over. But Sophie goes on to say that she has no idea why Kim would even pick her, and she even says, "Why not Tyson?" Um, she's like, "You don't know me. You don't know me, sis. Are you sure?" But hey, that will be Kim's mistake. Let's mark that down now. I feel like that's going to be Kim's mistake. But moving back over to the edge of extinction, a clue lets the ladies know that there's pretty much something to look for. There's something to figure out. There's something to do now. And they read this clue over and over and over. They go circling the island. And something you notice and something you should note is that Amber has never had to follow a clue. Like I said earlier, she hasn't dealt with idols and advantages. So this is something completely out of her Survivor wheelhouse. And honestly, I hope that this season makes Amber want to come back. Fingers crossed. But I really feel like this season, especially with her on the edge now, it will really transform Amber into a completely different Survivor player. And I am so ready to see what that looks like. I am so excited for it. Natalie finds the advantage because of course Amber's not gonna find it. She's not good at this. She has no experience with this. Natalie finds it in the well. And of course, she now gets to decide who she wants to sell this advantage to. She finds that advantage. She has to figure out who she wants to sell it to, and of course, she picks Jeremy. And I'm wondering at this point, can she send it to anyone? Because Jeremy was on her tribe, and I remember when she was voted out, that it was said that she had to pick someone from the opposite tribe, and that's how Sandra ended up with her idol. So is it like a flip flop, or is it like once you're gone, you can like you first have to pick for the other tribe and pick to try and sell something to the other tribe, and then you can pick any tribe, or I don't know, but hopefully we do get some type of clarity on that whole situation. I must, and like, oh my gosh, I gotta jump to the immunity challenge because right at the start of it, like the camera is focused on Rob. And as the call comes in, and Amber's not there, and you're getting your first look at the new DeCall tribe. Amber voted out at the last tribal council, and Rob's face is like, you can like see the anger radiating off of this man, and it's ridiculous. I definitely feel for him. I was really wanting Amber to be in the actual game a lot longer than this. At least like right before pre-merge. I definitely wanted them to make merge though. I wanted them to make merge. Jeff also informs the Castaways that this is for reward, the Survivor Spice Kit. This challenge is one of the heavy cart push 'ems, take them apart, put them through the maze, puzzle thing, wall, whatever. Get to the other end, but the main goal of this challenge is to get to the end and to solve a puzzle. The call had a lead. They stuck with their lead, and it was kind of a blowout. And yep, of course, the call wins immunity. So I immediately have to wonder, as far as the Silly Tribe is concerned, will Rob or Pavardi be a target? Will Adam or Denise be a target? Because they were our targets during the premiere episode, but somehow, some way, Natalie ended up going home. I don't know why. And at the end of this whole challenge, Rob was the one who did the puzzle, and I cannot help but wonder, did him finding out that Amber was sent to the edge affect his performance during this challenge? I feel like it had to. Rob had to be off of his game. I know the entire challenge he's probably just thinking about Amber, and he was so pissed off. He wants to know who voted her out. Why'd you do this to my wife? It's understandable. But unfortunately, sorry, Rob, you let your feelings get the best of you, I feel like, and it cost Sele the immunity win. Back at Sele Beach, it's sort of this old school nurse versus new school conversation going on, and it's a lot of everybody running around and this, that, and the third, and everybody's chitter-chattering and trying to find out this and trying to find out that. And like it's kind of spoken about that they kind of want to take a shot at Pavardi. So we move along. We move on into Tribal Council, and right off the bat, I honestly, at this point, it makes me want to go back and see how many Tribal Councils poor Nick has just been to, because he cannot place his torch. He cannot place his torch at all, and Ben has to get up and help him. And the hole for his torch is way over to the other side. He's like, man, I swore it was a hole. And it's like, damn, it's only been 6 days, dude. Are you that bad off already? Danny and Ethan are people who have also never played with idols and advantages, and idol talk is something that comes up during this Tribal Council. It is made a big deal during this Tribal Council. Idols and the old school versus new school thing, that is pretty much the theme of tonight's Tribal Council. And then Ben ends up trying to point fingers at everybody but himself, and it's like, dude, sit down, shut up, please sit back. And as Ben is talking, the tribal kind of gets live a little bit. People are jumping around, and Jeff even asks Ben, are you concerned? Like these people, they could be just saying, hey, he's saying this stuff, let's get him. And he's like, you know what, that could be. But then talk moves heavy into idols, and then all of a sudden, for the first time ever at Tribal Council, people are like, Rob just proposes this whole bag dump, and everybody's like, okay, let's pull out these bags, let's pull them out, let's see what you got. And Denise has the best freaking sleight of hand. No one sees her idol. It was definitely in her bag. She manages to hide it perfectly. No one suspects anything from her. From when we got in the preview from the next episode, no one is saying anything about her idol. So, wow, Denise, huge kudos to you for that. Or something that was completely unexpected and unprecedented for Tribal Council, and you managed to sneak your way through it. Congratulations to you on holding on to that idol, holding on to that secret, and keeping it a secret immunity idol. It's supposed to be hidden. Like, come on, people. So definitely good job for that. We get down to the vote, and for some odd-ass reason, Pavardi gets 1 vote. But Danny is sent to the edge with 5 votes. And I'm just like, what the hell just happened? Like, I don't understand where these votes are going. I don't know what's going on in the editing bay, but what's going on at camp and what's coming up in these votes and the people that are being sent to the edge, it's not adding up. I mean, the call vote, yeah, but as far as the Silly Tribe is concerned, I don't know what's going on in the editing bay as far as what's going on at their beach in terms of, well, in relation to what's going on at tribal council and the end result of that. So I don't know, I don't get it, but at the end of all of this, Danny decides to bequeath, this weird word, her fire token to Denise. Um, oh yeah, and I did not confirm that Jeremy bought that advantage from Natalie. So he has given up his fire token. Natalie has now yet another fire token. So this has been a wild ride so far. This season is going awesome. Like I said in my other episode about this, this season is off to a fantastic start, and I cannot wait to see what else it has to offer. Next week's episode seems to be a little bit of comedic relief. I'm liking it. I'm really, 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 really ready to get to the merge. I don't know why. I don't want to rush things. I want to take in all of this amazing season for what it's worth. But I really want to get to the merge because I really want to see all these people together and see how they're going to play this game when it's an individual game. As far as my draft is concerned, for this week, I didn't go ahead and get into the numbers. I just dove straight into recording right after the episode. So I will bring those numbers to you in the next episode, and next week I'll try to get those numbers again before heading out, so then you'll get numbers at the beginning of the episode and at the end. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have for you this go around. I will be back 1 week from tonight covering all things Survivor 40 with you guys yet again. As always, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting me. I'm your host, Cliff Tone, live here in Cliff Tone's Corner. Thank you.